let's go. And yo, I persevered and learned a lot. Trials and tribulations, daily loading clips and taking shots. Most these niggas try to play me. It's kinda hectic on the daily, baby. People shady. It's like the pressure, my confessions.
Yep.
How y'all feel about it? Y'all excited for it?
It's gonna be a live season.
Look dope.
I fool with the 90s vibe to it, man. It kind of looked like Juice for a second when they was outside and they had that situation where they was kind of running down on each other and Kanan pulled that pistol out. Had the Bishop and Radamez type of vibes, man. But I don't know if y'all kind of seen the same thing that I kind of seen when I watched the trailer, but it really like drew a lot of parallels with me when I actually seen like the first couple seconds on the trailer and Kanan was talking to his mama and was pretty much like, Ma, I want to help you, you know, let me get into the business. It really reminded me of like Tariq, and I'm wondering if in the series when it does premiere, if we go see some more parallels like that, and also get a deeper dive into like, you know, why Kanan took to Tariq so much, because that might be a big reason why, you know what I'm saying?
Was that open? You went looking for some
Oh yeah. Did y'all hear?
I was like, is he asking a question or?
Yeah.
I think so. I think you know, I think originally he wanted to kill a homie, but like you said, man, when he kept being real inquisitive and his parents was lying to him because it seemed like Mama probably gonna be on some ghost shit, give him like a little bit of truth, a little bit of, you know, non-truth and shit. So he probably saw some of himself in him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what end up happening with that, and just like what type of angles they go take, and like I said, like what type of parallels, how it's go, you know, feel just seeing the whole 90s vibe and also seeing like, you know, the whole Kanan upbringing. That's gonna be pretty cool to see. Hopefully we get to see some Ghost and Tommy in there too.
Yeah, I mean, if they do Raising Kanan and I don't see Tommy or Ghost, that's gonna be a huge disservice to the whole Power franchise, man. You gotta have some sort of, even if you don't go too deep into it, you gotta have some sort of Tommy and Ghost, you know, scenes in there. You know, I'm wondering at what point is he gonna actually, you know, meet them? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be first season, what episode it's gonna be. If it is, you know, it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, when he actually meets Tommy and Ghost and how they look and how that whole dynamic came about to begin with. But yeah, I definitely can't wait to see how that's gonna come up.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute because Ghost and them said they used to work for Kanan, so it seemed like he's gonna have to rise to the top.
Yeah,
for them to meet him. I don't mean it. Well, he said him and Ghost grew up in the same neighborhood, right?
Yeah, they kind of like came up together. Like I'm guessing, like Kanan was more of the big bro. Maybe Kanan was already doing stuff, and he kind of, you know, brought Ghost and Tommy into it. I don't know if he was necessarily like the kingpin of everything, but it was more like, you know, they kind of came up together. He was more of the OG of the group, so to speak. And I don't know if he was necessarily the kingpin, but it looked like from the trailer, it looked like he just starting out, because it looked like, you know, he just asking his mom, you know, I want to be part of the game, and she just now introducing him to it. So that's gonna be. It might take a while. You're right. It might take a little while for Tommy and Ghost to come up, but I don't know what point they're gonna actually, you know, come into the picture.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take a little minute, because the way they talked about it and when they started to rise, it seemed like they rose kind of together. It was kind of like he probably came up with that crew to start trying to overpower everybody else he was with. But back to the very beginning of it though, I just think he's seen some of Tariq and him just want to be a part of the game. I don't think it's gonna have anything to do with how Tariq was working with his mom and how Kanan wanted to help his mom. Because you gotta remember, Tariq had his daddy. And as far as we know right now, we don't see no daddy for Kanan. So
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, for a second I thought Omar Epps was gonna be Kanan daddy. You know what I'm saying?
They threw that out there.
You know what I'm saying? Your father was it looked like he a cop in this. So I don't know. Maybe they might throw it out there. It's gonna be
possible.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see how that turned out.
Yeah, he very well could be. That'd be crazy too, a crazy dynamic, and maybe it was one of those things that was kept at bay, and like, you know, he never knew, because on the series, I think it was season 5, when Tommy started coming around to Teresi, he was like, you know, asking Kanan about it, and he was like, shit, I never had a father. So maybe he never even knew who his pops was, and maybe it is Omar Epps' character, but they not, you know what I'm saying? Like, they on two different sides of the fence, so it's no way for them to actually, you know, be synonymous with one another and, you know, have a healthy, I guess, parenting relationship, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, man. I hope to see Breeze is another character that I'm hoping that we get to see on there also too. That's somebody else who get mentioned throughout the original series a lot, but you don't actually ever, you know, get too much backstory about it, except Ghost killed Breeze. You know what I'm saying? Ghost killed Breeze, and that's why he wanted to kill Tariq the same style that he killed Breeze, and so on and so forth. But we don't really get to see, like, okay, like, who exactly is Breeze to Kanan, and who is Breeze to Ghost and Tommy.
I wonder is Buddy from Snowfall. I wonder is he Breeze, or I wonder is it Joey Badass. It's one of them. It got to be one of them two. Like
a nickname.
It might be. Yeah, but what's his name? Kevin from
Kevin,
Snowfall. Yeah. I wonder is he Breeze, or it could be Joey Badass, because it looked like Kanan's mom was talking to Joey Badass. I don't know, maybe he was the kingpin. I don't know, but I don't know if Breeze was actually the kingpin or not.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I wish we knew who Breeze was, but I'm banking on that it is Buddy from Snowfall, Kevin from Snowfall.
Breeze gotta be somebody important though, because it seemed like every time they talked about Breeze's death, it's like that's when they came up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to be like that main dude or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought Breeze was like Kanan's Ghost or Kanan's Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ghost and Tommy kind of came up under Kanan, but I thought Breeze was more like, okay, this is my best friend type. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they had that dynamic.
Right.
I don't know. You know, I'm just ready for it to come out, man. It's gonna be, it's gonna be straight, man. I'm getting the Wire vibes from it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be straight, man. I can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So most definitely, July 18th. I guess we all gonna be tapped in. We'll see what end up happening. Can't wait to catch it. So, just going back and watching some old episodes, and I've really been like you know, zoning in on season 1 through 4, almost like season 5-ish, and I kind of wanted to touch on, you know, what you guys thought about the dynamic of Tommy and Ghost, like the relationship of those two. Last week we was on Tasha's ass, I know that, but I want to know what y'all opinions are on Tommy and Ghost relationship, because it's weird. It's real weird. Joe, me and you talked about it before in a phone conversation. John, Ace, we've all had separate conversations. This is the first time that we all tapped in together where we can actually talk about it and just kind of, you know, deep dive into it. Is it a pro or a con? The way that Ghost fed everybody around him with a long handled spoon. He didn't give nobody no rope to hang themselves with, and it's been a million examples that we can go off of on how that actually affects, you know, his relationships. But the dynamic in particular between Tommy and Ghost, it was weird. So what y'all feeling? What y'all think about that?
I don't think it's that weird though. Like, I mean, they brothers, You know what I'm saying? How many times have you had a fight or argument or disagreement with your brother? The only difference with them is, you know, his drug dealing involved in it. So it look a little different from that perspective, but I don't think it's how else you can, you know, like I said, how many times you had a fight with your brother and y'all back cool like ain't nothing happened after that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's that weird. I just think that it looked weird because it's drug dealing and they trying to kill each other and stuff like that involved with it. I think that's what complicated it, but at the end of the day, you know, they grew up together, they lived in the same house, they were everything. The only thing they didn't have was blood, but I mean everything else they was brothers, man. That's the way I look at it. They brothers. That's just how I look at it.
Go ahead. Was you about to say so, Ace Joe? I didn't want to cut nobody off before I say so. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same. You know what I'm saying? I think it was always a struggle for Ghost because I think looking at it in the brother aspect, I feel like Ghost was the big brother per se. So Ghost probably kept looking like, hey man, you know, I appreciate everything you did for me because he had to live with Tommy. Mm-hmm. So that's what really started their brotherhood. Like, man, they family looked out for me. We won, we family. But I think as time went on, it's like, big brother helped you through this business. And I'm trying to expand this business. And you don't want to change. But I don't want to let you go because you're my brother. Like, he didn't want to cut ties with him because he loved him so much, but he didn't want to leave him stranded either. So I think with that and they battles, like you said, is just typical brother stuff. Like, take out the drugs. It's just like the rumble in the bedroom all the time. Like, man, forget you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. I want to make sure everybody get their piece in real quick before I say what I got to say. Go ahead, Joe.
Like that dynamic definitely regular as far as like brothers go. I think Ghost has got some character flaws, bro. I think he just a master manipulator, bro. He need to be in control of shit. So I feel like even if everybody went the way that Ghost wanted them niggas to go, he would still be half-assed with the info, bro. He'd still be real secret with what the fuck he want to do. He still wouldn't trust no damn body, bro. I think it's just in his DNA, bro. He just the most selfish nigga on the whole damn show. I mean, sometimes I be think he give a fuck and then he do some shit. He be like, man, this nigga cold, bro. He a cold,
bro.
To be a successful ass nigga like that, bro. When you think about all the successful people in the world, bro, you gotta be kind of fucking cutthroat like that. So, like, I feel like he care enough to keep motherfuckers alive and hold niggas down, but he doesn't respect nobody to the level that he gonna let them in on the fucking full plan of what he got going on. That went from Angela, Tom, everybody, bro, son, everybody. Yeah, always some secret fucking personal motive this nigga got with everything he do.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and that was exactly what I was about to say. And like, you know, the example that you had gave, John, like, man, I've never had that where I had to make a play for my little brother. I got a little brother, you know what I'm saying? I've never had that urge to, like, you know, make something happen for him in a manipulative way. And that's kind of the thing that I kind of draw between Ghost and Tommy. And that's why I kind of find it weird, because it was like every single thing that he did, it was like, you know, and it's been instances where you want to do something for somebody because you feel like that might be best for them, but he was taken to the extreme. I mean, and I know, like, you know, just for show purposes, but what I'm saying is that dynamic, it was weird to me. It was weird to me because he was making a lot of different plays for Tommy, but it wasn't on Tommy's behalf. It was on his own, for his own, and it ended up hurting himself in the end, in the grand scheme of things. By the time we get to season 6, and all of the events that unfolded due to that, a lot of it was due to him trying to make these plays for Tommy, because he thought that he knew what was best for him and was really manipulating him. He manipulated him a lot of different ways. So I kind of feel like they brothers, but like Joe said, he got some character flaws. It's definitely some sociopath vibes going on with him.
Was it really him knowing what's best for him, or setting him up for what he wanted because he didn't know how to get there?
That's not true. That's I can't pray. I can't.
I said that for one particular reason, because if you think about it, trying to set him up for the game to be able to get himself out or put Tommy in a good position. When Tommy tried to do it by himself, it got jammed up, got messed up. He over here lying to people like, yo, I'm gonna have all this by this date, that date, and it wasn't flowing right. And then I want to piggyback on Joe's comment about the selfishness and how he was manipulative and secretive. It's just like for any of us, like when you about to do something or you got your mindset to do something big, you don't go around telling everybody. You set it up and you put things in place so it can play out. You know what I'm saying? It comes off manipulative, but you're trying to get what you want to achieve what you want. You know what I'm saying? So some of it, I will say I got to give him some credit. He was good at manipulating, you know what I'm saying? But some of it was, I can't tell y'all everything. If I tell y'all gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, like, to piggyback off of that, like, even when, he set up Tommy in that hotel with Lobos, you know what I'm saying? You think he could really tell Tommy what he had planned? Yeah, Tommy had to spend a couple nights in jail, but not only did he get right out, because he had that whole plan. He had the whole plan set up to Angela, hey, what can you do to help him out? What can you do to help him out? The whole time he was asking Angela to figure out something. He had that trump card in his back pocket, like, okay, well, here go this photo. This was illegal. Not only am I gonna get him out, I'm gonna get him released with prejudice. They couldn't even come try to get him after that. You know what I'm saying? He did that. That wasn't just for Ghost. You know what I'm saying? That was, he got Ghost didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? When he got out of jail, they couldn't even come after Tommy for that same shit no more. And Ghost put that in play. Like I said, everybody got some sociopathic ways on that show. I think just certain moments, you see somebody else is stronger than the other ones at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think any one of them is more selfish than the other. I just think one of them somebody might be better at actually getting their way than others. I can't name not one unselfish person on that show. Everybody's selfish.
Right now.
But like, as far as like, if we supposed to be family and boys though, like, our respect level gotta be to the point that, nigga, you gotta tell me the plan, bro. I'm not gonna respect you if you using me as a motherfucking pawn in your whole game. I don't care what the outcome is. It could work out in my favor, but I'm not gonna respect you because I feel like you had to lie to me to get to the outcome. Like, you don't respect me. Like, you think I'm some idiot. Like, you can't tell me what the fuck going on. I can't go with the shit.
Tommy was an idiot.
Yeah, what kind of a leader?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if the only way you can
Tommy,
lead,
he was on coke too. Like, he was snorting powder all the time. Like, you can't let him in on it. You think Tommy would have went along with getting locked up with Lobos? I don't think. Of course not.
Look, here's my point though. To piggyback off of what Joe was saying though. Look, like, it's not even just y'all using one example. Y'all using the time that Tommy had got locked up. Let's talk about Teresi. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that Ghost made that move to make sure that Teresi got what he got, and he used Tommy to do so. You know what I'm saying? He used Tommy for so many different things. It almost got me thinking, even on, like, the scene later on down the line, like season 6, the whole, I need you to plant this gun in the elevator. Why did he have to be the one to do it? You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't he just go up to that property himself and plant it? Why everything that he did, it was in a manipulative way? And it kind of bring me back to another question that I had for y'all. With that, like, I feel like, man, Tommy, I feel like it's hard to say. I feel like Milan wouldn't have had Tommy's best interest, but I think that he would have still been all right if he would have rocked with Milan over Ghost when that happened. I feel like he still got to find his way. But what I'm saying is, I think Ghost is, he manipulative, man. He got too many tactics where just
everybody is though. And like I said, I think one person just better at getting their way than the other ones. But to go back to that Teresi point, you really brought up the wrong scenario to try to, prove that because Ghost been telling Tommy about Teresi since he was in prison, man. He was locked up with the man. He tried to blackmail him. He did this, did that. Then all of a sudden Teresi get out, and Ghost kept telling him, nah, don't trust him, don't trust him, don't trust him, don't trust him. So right. Ghost find that out. He tell him, hey, I think he might be a snitch. He find that out. I don't think Tommy would still believe Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why Ghost had to do it the way he did. It was fucked up.
Well, why though? Why wouldn't he believe him though? Is it the pre or the post?
He never, because he ain't believed it.
Let me get this one down.
He pre the movements. All the movements that he did before led to him not trusting him.
He ain't believe.
No, that ain't why.
That whole time.
Let me
go ahead.
Because it's the cardinal rule in the drug game. If somebody get out of jail that's supposed to have life, he's bitching.
Yeah.
And all time he could see was my daddy's home. I get to meet my daddy. He was gone off that love that he always wanted versus how this drug dealer get out of jail. Like,
and not only that,
nah, bro, you ain't looked for me my entire life. And now you looking for me.
Now you out. When you meet my homeboy on top of that, like my homeboy locked up with you, all of a sudden you get out. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, what's up with this? And Ghost saw that from jump. Tommy did not want to believe that at all, man. And on top of that, like I said, he didn't believe it from the beginning. And I think the only person that had something to gain from that was Tommy. Ghost didn't want. You see how he was acting that whole time. Ghost did not want that man around. Nothing what they was doing.
And that's cool.
It's crazy.
That's cool. I'm not doubting that at all. My point is though too is like, why did the movements that Ghost made? Why couldn't he just get the Italians to do what he needed to be done?
He did. That's exactly what he did. He showed the pictures to Vincent. Vincent showed them to Tommy, and Tommy did what he did.
But the purpose wasn't for him to show it to Tommy though. That's what I'm saying. Like
he was supposed to show it to Tommy.
Man.
He was supposed to show it to Tommy. He showed the picture to Tommy because Tommy wouldn't have believed Ghost. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't have believed Ghost. He know Ghost had it out for him the whole time. But that don't change the fact that what Ghost was saying was true. And that's what Tommy couldn't see. He could not see that his father was a snitch. All he saw was like you said, my daddy.
I get what you're saying. My point though is that, be that as it may, all right, his father is a snitch and he's trying to handle it. Why didn't he just go and get somebody else to handle? Because he knew that was going to end up happening. Why put that pistol in your best friend's lap to go ahead and take care of your own father instead of going to it a different way, getting the Italians to do it, hell, getting Dre to do it? Because at that time he was still trying to do side deals with it.
Because you know why? Because that kind of go against their code. Like Tommy kind of created that problem, you know what I'm saying, by bringing him in the fold in the first place. So unfortunately, he had to be the one to fix it. I mean, I guess Tommy could have called some Jamaicans or something to kill Teresi, but I mean, what for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
not Tommy. I'm talking about Ghost. Ghost could have called the Jamaicans. I'm saying that he could have kept that problem out of his lap.
Right, but that's what he didn't want to even bring. That's why he went that route.
I'm gonna use an old movie. Remember New Jack City?
Yeah.
Remember G Money brought Ice-T.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
So fishy. Who they get done to? G Money.
Yeah.
Supposed to take care of this. You know what I'm saying? They made G Money walk him off the basketball court. You brought him over here, it's your issue. So since you brought Teresi around, you got to kill that motherfucker. Had you not brought him around, we probably could have called Dre or the Italians or the Jamaicans or somebody.
Let me ask you, LaDon, do you think that if Ghost had just got Teresi killed, you think that wouldn't have made Tommy feel some kind of way? I think Tommy had to be involved at some point. Let's say Tommy just found out, you had my father killed? Why'd you have my father killed? Because he was a snitch. Oh, really? Why didn't you tell me about that? That would have been the first question. Why didn't you tell me? You know what I'm saying? I think you had to bring that up to Tommy. I don't think you could have just had somebody kill Teresi. You know what I'm saying? That's too easy. Nah, you brought this situation up. Teresi know your whole business. He know all your shit, man. You can't just let that go. You brought him in the fold and you got to take care of him.
For show purposes, I'm just trying to say, like, I feel like he could have got it all smoothly where Tommy wouldn't even have known. He's done so much other stuff like that manipulatively where he was able to just keep it covered up scot-free. So why not what's another body? That's what I'm saying. He's done so much other stuff.
It ain't just another body though, bro. That's his father, man. You don't think Tommy would have just had a hint that Ghost has? Yeah, Tasha thought that Ghost killed Sean. You don't think Tommy would have thought that maybe Ghost did it? You know what I'm saying? I don't think Terechi's that slick to just get away with it. For Ghost to get away with it, in Tommy's eyes. I think he had to bring Tommy into the fold in order to just leave that doubt away. Either way it go, it don't change the fact that he was after Tommy. I guess I don't know if he had to change the heart or what at the end, but he was a snitch. He was gonna snitch. He did snitch, and
he had to go.
Most
definitely, he had to go. But I'm just saying how though, on the principles on how, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know how to even put an example in there. I just feel like I wouldn't send somebody for. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just it's weird.
Holly, bro. He couldn't even kill Holly. You think he gonna kill Tommy Daddy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he sent Holly away. He sent Holly away. He not finna kill nobody that goes. He just wanted them out of the picture. He said that to him too. He just wanted them out of the picture so they can keep Tommy, keep Tommy's head together. He didn't kill Holly. He didn't kill basically nobody Tommy was messing with. He didn't kill Keisha. He didn't kill Teresa.
Killer for real. He a reluctant killer. He don't be trying to kill nobody.
He don't be trying to kill nobody.
Right.
Try to get everybody out with a lottery.
He do it out of necessity, man. But he do it out of necessity. He don't do it out of fun. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that makes sense.
I just he had to bring Tommy in on that, man. Like they said, you brought this problem into our lives, so now you gotta fix it, man. It's that simple. It's that simple to me.
Yeah. We could agree to disagree on that, man. I still feel like it's some other things that could have been done a little bit better, but I get y'all point though. I feel where y'all coming from, man. I don't know. Like I said, it just kind of plays into that dynamic too, bro. And it just kind of also, when you watch the show, like we talked about this before, like who's the real villain of the show? It's like everybody is villains, but Ghost is like the anti-villain. He do some dirty shit to everybody, but it end up working out in his favor. You root for him, but hindsight, when you go back and look at it, it's just like, damn, man, he was kind of, this person and that person, the way that he carried himself and the moves that he made. But like y'all said, when you're trying to get to the top, you got to do what you got to do. So, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's the villain, and everybody's crazy. Everybody's sociopathic. Everybody's narcissistic. Everybody is. It's just one guy is better at getting his way than everybody else. It's just that simple. Like,
yeah,
you can't knock him, man. He better at getting his way here. And like I said, I don't think he is perfect and he's flawless. And like I said, everybody got flaws. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
it's just he better at creating the outcomes that he wants.
Right.
I mean, it took his son to take him out. Something that he might not have saw coming. I mean, he just better at getting his way. Everybody else thought they had something on lock. Even Ghost had this times where he thought something was on lock and it wasn't. But more times than not, it was him getting what he wanted as opposed to everybody else. So
I think what makes him better at it too is just, I think he's one of those guys that sat back and looked at it, like from being in the game at a young age, seeing how everybody moves. Like if you think about it, like when Kanan got out, he want to be like the typical dope boy we see walking around our neighborhood. Like he want the Pelly Pale, Jack on Tim's, chain, strip club. Ghost like, man, you can't move like that. You're drawing attention. So I'm gonna be in a suit. I'm gonna be getting my jog on with some Asics on. Like everything you do is to not be recognized. You know what I'm saying? Hence why he's called Ghost, to not be seen. Like this dude don't even drink. He ain't drink, he ain't smoke until he lost his daughter. But for the most part, he stayed a sound mind majority of the time. He was always reading, always trying to be ahead of the game. Unlike everybody else ready to turn up and enjoy the money instead of keeping the business afloat. So that's why he was able to move like that. And that's why he had to do what he did, though, too. Like, if you think about it, like he said, Tommy snorting.
Yeah.
Usher constantly drinking wine. Shoot, Kanan can't stop smoking. Drake can't stop smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody just ain't never in a clear headspace but him.
Right.
You know, I didn't even never really think about it like that. Like, I mean, I honestly, you know, I saw him not really drinking and doing drugs and stuff like that until, you know, Raina got killed. But I ain't never think about it like that. Yeah, everybody else was, you know, smoking.
Cloudy.
Kanan got on lean and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was drugged up to a degree, and he was the only one that was. Honestly, I don't know how I just missed that. I saw it, but I never paid attention to it that much. You know what I'm saying?
His
like
only drug was some pussy.
Yeah, drugs. That was his drug. Angela definitely. She definitely was his drug, man, for real.
Yeah, that's a good point. Everybody was cloudy.
I feel like it's cloudy because Ghost flying ass, man. I'm trying to tell you. Everybody on drugs, bro. He got everybody on drugs, bro. I feel like ultimately it's why he died, bro. Because he was just too damn secretive, bro. Niggas like, man, let's just get rid of this nigga, bro. I'm tired of not knowing shit. Manipulated. He got to go.
You make a good point, bro, because honestly though too, hey, Ace, John, y'all realize, man, Tommy wasn't coked up until after he killed Holly. After he killed Holly, he was coked up before, but he went on a rampage, bro.
That's a
Man, come on, bro. He was dibbling and dabbling, bro, but he was not coked up until he killed Holly, bro.
When he thought Holly left, and he had that menage with them two girls, they were doing nothing but snorting coke now.
I said he dibbled and dabbled, bro.
She was like, "You got some blow? It makes it better." Nah, bro.
Exactly. He was coked up the whole show.
His mom was always doing something.
Yeah. I think maybe the second half of season 3, and like maybe towards the end of the series, like maybe in season 5 and 6, that's when he kind of slowed down a little bit. But man, the first. Man, Tommy was snorting coke all, man. I can't believe you let that come out your mouth.
That might have been a bad example, but I got another one for y'all. Kanan ain't even start fooling with lean until after he got his ass beat by Ghost. He wasn't introduced to lean till he was beat up.
But guess what though? He was
weed, though.
Yeah, but he was plotting on Ghost the whole
time. That's weed, man. We ain't about to go there with no weed, man. That ain't.
he was plotting on Ghost the whole time, though. That was the whole season 1 was about.
That was
him plotting on Ghost. So I mean, he caught the L and he got on lean. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody was after him towards the end on, you want to say his secretiveness, but you had, what's the one officer couldn't stand?
Greg Knox.
Yeah, Knox. Like, I think he was just salty because he couldn't catch him. Like, he was willing to become a criminal.
And Sax.
This dude, like.
And Sax.
Yeah, like.
Sax just kind of went along to get along to me. Like, Sax was just trying to catch somebody. I think Sax didn't become obsessed until everybody started dying around him. Like, that's when he was like, oh, no, I got to get this nigga. Like, he got to go, man. But every one of them, though, that's why Tommy was able to get away, including Angela. You know what I'm saying? Tommy was able to get away. Greg got suspended. Sandoval was dirty from jump. Sax became dirty. Rodriguez, all of them start doing dirty stuff to try to catch him. That's why they never could catch him. And like I said before, they didn't even know who Ghost. They thought Tommy was Ghost for the first 4 seasons. Like, that's what I said, man. Like, y'all can't. That ain't got nothing to do with lying, man. That just straight slickness. Yeah, you can't, like, they don't might know who you is, man. Like, it's more meaning to your name right there. Your name is Ghost.
Yeah.
Like,
can't nobody catch you.
He don't even have none of his childhood. Like, when they pull up his record all the time, like, who is Jamie St. Patrick? He's a club
Yeah,
owner.
Didn't they pull his record like, and
Yeah,
they
they
had
pulled
no
his record.
charges or nothing? Like,
he
come
ain't never
on,
get caught as a kid. Like,
yeah.
y'all mad because he didn't get caught?
But like Kanan said though, Kanan was like, man, you know, the problem was he was like, man, you know, Ghost, he came up how we came up. Thing is though, the nigga figured out that it wasn't trying to outrun the police. It was just, let me make sure that I'm faster than Tommy and Kanan. So they
Y'all two niggas.
Oh.
Damn right. Yeah,
But y'all
saying.
You got on 8 and y'all got on 10 trying to run away.
Yeah, like, you can't knock it.
Ghost
for
in the
that, man.
A6.
And that was before he was really, you know, Ghost. Like they said, like Breeze, Breeze gave him that name. Like he had this ability to just disappear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why y'all mad at that though? Like
I'm not mad at
like
it.
him. Not you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant us.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
shit, I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
Nah. Just, you know, just in general, like,
Yeah.
how can you be mad at that though? Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, they ain't got nothing on him. No reason to believe that he's Ghost. And to this day, it took a BS, what do you call it? Confession by Tommy. I mean, not Tommy.
Dre.
Tasha and Dre and Tariq
Tate.
after his death. You know what I'm saying? Tate after, you know, pretty much toward the end or after his death. Said, oh yeah, he was Ghost the whole time. Yeah. Come on, man. You went the whole book one and couldn't figure out he was Ghost. So nah, that man Ghost. It ain't no Ghost 2.0. Tariq can never be Ghost. He too sloppy, and he's smart, but he's sloppy. And ain't no way in hell he need that Ghost name because everybody know he's dirty to a degree. Everybody.
You don't feel like Tariq? You don't feel like Tariq worthy of Ghost name, bro?
Shit, no, they been calling Ghoul or something, man. That man he can never be he can never be that, man. No, you too sloppy, man. They know he dirty to a degree. They know he dirty. You already got caught in school.
Tariq's
he already
thing,
got caught.
Tariq's thing is that right now he cleaning up after a mess. Like the first season of book 2 is basically him cleaning up after a mess. I'm interested to see. I can't say that he not worthy of his father's name just yet because I feel like we ain't got enough time yet. Let's see what type of moves he making by season 3 and season 4. Because I feel like right now he cleaning up a mess. Let's see how he elevate. I don't want to just say that I ain't gonna say that he is. I just want to say let's give it a little bit more time.
Let me ask you something.
What mess?
Let me ask you something. Oh, go ahead. He cleaned up his own mess. That's what he cleaning up. That's what he cleaning up. He cleaned up his own mess.
Yeah. And
that's what the whole season 6 was about. That's what book 2 been about so far. He cleaning up after himself. And the question I was gonna ask was, how many bodies do Ghost got on him that people knew about? Like not in hindsight. I'm saying like
not as a viewer.
Somebody. Not as a viewer, right?
Okay.
Tariq got a body on him, bro. He got a body on him. And they know about it. You see what I'm saying? Like they know he killed Raymond Jones, man.
You say
they know he got 2. They know he killed Ghost.
You say
he shot Ghost.
Like who know?
The lawyers.
Lawyers?
He told her what's the name? Oh, you ain't seen book 2 yet, have you?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, he ended up telling a lawyer that he killed his father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got
That's a confession. Ghost has never confessed. Matter of fact, remember when Angela actually asked him in season 3, like, nigga, did you kill Lobos? He said, if I was Ghost, do you think I would tell you that?
Yeah,
he never ever said anything. He never actually confessed to no type of bodies at all.
You can't be Ghost talking about some, I guess I killed my father, Tamika. Yeah, I killed her. Nah, you ain't Ghost. That name, you need to call yourself something else, dog, because that ain't gonna fly.
Do y'all think that Tommy can survive without Ghost? I mean, his spinoff has not aired yet. Just seeing, like, you know, like I was kind of touching on earlier, the dynamic with their relationship. Do y'all think that he could actually elevate?
Hell yeah.
I think he gonna evolve. Enough. Like, what was the last white boy he worked with? The one that
Jason Mitchell.
Yeah. I think he gonna end up kind of being like Jason. And the reason I say kind of like Jason, because you got to think about it. He don't watch Ghost be this guy in this suit. He done grew up with Kanan being a guy on the street. That's how Tommy kind of stayed street. And I think now through all these seasons, Tommy being around all these different styles of drug dealers, and how everybody run their organization is going to help him evolve to be more stable by himself. I think he's going to take a piece of everybody, kind of how Tariq is doing in his. Like,
yeah,
you know, I got this from Kane, I got this from my daddy, I got this from Tommy. Like, I'm gonna do this.
I agree.
I'm more on the fence, man, because I think he can, but we ain't necessarily seen it yet, though. Like I don't like we ain't seen it yet. I think he will be able to eventually, but we ain't seen it yet, though. Like we ain't, every time he attempted to do it, he ended up needing Ghost again for something. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go back to the Jimenez, you know what I'm saying? He actually asked Ghost to sit down with him to talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Ghost was out the game at that point, so it's kind of like you just brought him in just for that. Like,
and they brought up his name. Yeah.
Yeah, they brought his name up. Like your name, you know, they ain't talking about Tommy. They say your name. You know what I'm saying? Ghost. That Ghost name is. It got some weight in the streets, and like I said, I don't think he won't be able to, but we just ain't seen it yet. That's why I can't wait for what was that, book 4 or book 5? With Tommy.
Book 4.
Book 4 now, okay. Because I know it was book 5 at one point, but I think they changed it. But yeah, we ain't seen it yet, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he do without Ghost. Yeah, like, but to this day, we really ain't seen him survive without Ghost. So, you know, hopefully we can touch on that and see how that goes, and hopefully he can prove us right.
I would say that. Go ahead, Ace.
I want to throw this out there, even though we off of it, but just back to how slick Ghost is. This nigga never drives. Like, he's like driving around, so he couldn't even get a speeding ticket, man.
Hey, that is true. That is true, bro. That is true.
He did drive it because he taking his son somewhere, or when he picked up. But other than that, he ain't drive for real.
When he did drive, he got to that car. When he smashed that car into Tommy's ambulance, he got out of that. So it's like, God damn. Can't nothing stick to you, man. God damn.
Right. So,
yeah, man.
All that nigga put his hand on that goddamn window coming out of Greg's apartment.
Yeah, that fucked me up right there.
That's
man.
some bullshit.
I was like, that was the only thing he did. I was like, God damn, bro. Like,
was that his downfall in y'all personal opinion? Was that after? Because even when you say that, Ace and Joe, how you say like when he put his damn handprint on that window, after that, things started to change. He was driving a little bit more. And remember, he got to that accident in season 4 or season 5 because he was looking down or he was on the phone with somebody. When the Jamaicans pulled down on him, he was driving in. Like,
taking his son to a basketball game, man. He's trying to bond with the divorce going on. Like, come on, son, I still love you. Ain't nothing wrong with us. But no, I think that was the downfall for real. Like, because if you think about it, his fingerprints on that glass, he don't go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not only that, like,
they have nothing to connect.
He had a somewhat of an alibi for that, but it was still like, nah, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what he was saying, he was trying to, you know, see if his ex, or basically Angela, was with Greg Knox that day. Yeah, it was kind of like, all right, nigga, you still shouldn't have been. You know,
I was about to say, what kind of shit is that? Like, let me go check out.
Kind of some stalker shit. Yeah, kind of some stalker shit. But yeah, I you know, that was his only fuck up that I could think of. You know what I'm saying? From the entire book 1. So yeah,
I could say honestly, it wasn't Angela. It was that fingerprint on the glass. It was the fingerprint on the glass. I feel like he probably could have still kept things going with Angela. It would have came back around into fruition. Even after he killed Milan, he would have found his way back. But once that fingerprint was on the glass and he had to go to prison for it, and then everything else started kind of spiraling downhill because of that. Tariq is tapped in with Kanan now. Tommy don't really know what to really think or trust him. Now he in the play with Tommy's father. All this different type of stuff ended up popping up. Really, that was the downfall of it. It wasn't because he was dealing with Angela. I feel that way. I know at the end of it, you know, reasons was reasons, but you know, Tariq was pretty much saying, you know, if you had never been with Angela. But I think that he could have even repaired his relationship with Tariq because of that. You know, it was just a fingerprint on the glass. If he would have never got locked up and didn't get jammed up, he would have been straight.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he could have repaired his relationship with Tariq. I think, and I know the last episode was the shit on Tasha episode, but I think she had Tariq. I think she had Tariq so fucked up, man. Like, he just hated his father, man, and I think she kind of fed into that. So I don't know if he could have repaired it, but you know, it would have been hard regardless. I mean, I don't know. I think Tasha had his head too fucked up for that. So,
but think about it like this, though. Think about it like this. No fingerprint on the glass means no Terry Silver. No Terry Silver means that Tasha still ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody at the end of the day still would have needed Ghost. But
if you say like the whole fingerprint on the glass, he was looking for that phone, if I ain't mistaken, which was linked to Lobo. So
right,
that's what he was looking for, I think, or he was looking for something with Greg's information or whatever. So
right,
I think that's why he was there. So that kind of linked back to the whole drug stuff. That's why he was there. I don't know why he took his glove off. To this day, I'm like, I don't know why he did that shit. Like, I don't know, but I think
it was in the script.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, make sure you take that glove off in
I think
45-minute mark.
If his fingerprint wasn't there, it would have helped their relationship some. But the only way Tariq would have been able to understand is him to start dealing with some girls. To be able to understand what his daddy was really going through emotionally, like that.
But it would have happened though. That's what I'm saying. Everything would have came into fruition. Like, you know what I'm saying? Choke would have happened, bruh. He still would have, even if he didn't go to Stansfield, he would have still ran into that same thing because he's his father's son. You know what I'm saying? It would have happened. It already happened in season 2 or 3 when he came to Ghost hotel room that he was staying in. And he was like, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to be here. Mom told me not to come, but I'm having this issue with 2 girls right now. They both like me. I just don't know which one that I want to choose to be with. Ghost started kind of dropping gems then.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He would have needed time for that to carry on because he would have had to fight through the hurt and constantly show him the examples. Like, I think that's the only way a young man can understand that's like at that age seeing his parents separate, because all he could think is like, man, you don't love mom, you gonna do this to mom. And he could be like, dude, you ain't been through nothing yet, son. Like, wait till this girl don't support you or do this or do that, and then this other girl like this, like that.
Right.
Do you feel like it's funny? I gotta do the show. You feel like once you tap, like a man tapped out of the relationship, that he could tap back in, bro? You think it was any way Ghost could have got back into Tasha? Like, once he was like, you know, I think I'm mentally done.
That's a good one.
Is there any way to recap? He could have tapped back in, man. And even if he did, do you think he just would have been perping the whole time just to like keep his family together, keep everything together? You think he could have mentally tapped back into Tasha the way he was feeling for Angie though?
Say that one more time, bro. You froze on that last part. What was the last thing that you had said?
You think he could have, the way he felt for Angela, you think he could have recaptured it with Tasha at some point? If they would just like tried to rekindle it, like literally try to put their effort in, or do you think he could?
I think he could have a little bit, just because he had moments like when she was helping them get through situations with the hustle. He would have that like look in his eyes, like, dang, like I need her, like she my teammate, like my partner. You know what I'm saying? But like we said last week, it just was her approach. Has she started to change herself? And he's seen the change in her. Like, has she really helped the way it sucks? Here comes the selfish part. Has she helped with the way he wanted her to help with Tariq? Then it might have, you know what I'm saying, drum that back. Because naturally, the mother of your kids, you're going to have that one type of love. No matter how far apart y'all go. That's why they always say still some hope in the background that y'all can rekindle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bond that you can't break. Y'all share something that can't nobody else take away. So I think it would have been possible, you know what I'm saying? But I also think the only way it would have been possible is if Angela was like, I'm done with you, man. I can't do it.
which he was on the brink of. He was on the brink of in season 4 when he got released from prison. That first day back, you know, it was kind of like, okay, stuff kind of back to normal. Tasha making him coffee, and he said, you know what, let's just restart. I just want to restart. I wish I never met Angela. I wish this never happened. I think that he could have tapped back in if he really wanted to, but I ain't trying to be funny, y'all, but shit, Angela needed to die if that was gonna happen. Somebody was going to kill Angela. Like, she would have had to get clipped for him to fall back.
He only say that just because he felt like Angela was gonna be done with him. So like,
I wonder, Angela, bro. Like for real, like what did he see in her?
I don't know. I thought Tasha was killing her face, body.
Yeah, me too.
And the mother of my kids.
Yeah,
I just didn't see it.
Yeah, I ain't seen it, but you know, I think she definitely.
She must have been his first or something.
something. You know what I'm saying? Like a I don't know what that was, but she definitely. To me, Tasha was way better, look better, everything to me. I don't know, but.
I ain't understand that dynamic either on just like being so bent out of shape over her. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, you know, I'm hoping that we get to see some of that dynamic in Raising Kanan somewhere or something along the line. She must have did something amazing for Ghost to, like, you know, get missing from her for like, what was it, 15? No, it wasn't 15. It's probably about 8 years because the kids was like young kids at that point in time. He opened up the club and he sees her and it's like, oh my God, I gotta go get her. Like Lamar said, bro, moving niggas out the way to get to Angela. Man, that was crazy. Like, you know, like literally face palming people in the club to get to her. Like, it must have been something off the chain. Like, you know what I'm saying? For him to do that.
If they would have cast a Jennifer Lopez or something, like, all right, I get you, my nigga, or Rihanna or something, like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And this little Mexican chick, that's it.
Yeah, man. And even with the whole support,
even the sex scenes, bro, it was just like, all right, so it can't be this. Like, I mean, it's just regular as fuck. Like, it was like she was doing something hella crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I have no idea, bro. That's a good point. I don't know why. Or the what. What is it? But I don't know, man.
Find out she the feds. That ain't enough.
Right.
She lock him up. That ain't enough. Like, what?
You ain't got to it yet, bro, but it gets even worse than that, man. And they still just like googly eyed for each other. It's like, man, this just ain't it. This ain't it. Yeah.
The only live scene she had was in this office.
Yeah.
And when the table scene at her crib.
Yeah.
Everything else was textbook.
Yeah.
I know, regular as fuck.
Hey, look, that office scene,
missionary.
That office scene though, when he first hit her, I was like, damn, that nigga knocking a line out there. I was like, shit. I rolled up back her and I was like, God damn, nigga.
Oh man.
Dude.
Yeah, man. To answer your question, though, Joe. Yeah, I think he definitely. I think he could have tapped back in, but like I said, Angela would have had to die like right then. Like the day he got out of prison, Angela would have had to get into like a car wreck or something. Like, because he was already teetering the line when he was dealing with Milan. When Angela was out of sight, out of mind, and that's another point. When she's out of sight, out of mind, he got his A game on. His head is on the swivel. When he had to break it off with her for Milan to make sure that Milan didn't get to her, he was on his A game. When he was locked up and, you know, he got back, he was on his A game. And I don't know, like, you know, whenever she came back into the picture and came back around, it was like everything just gets slow all over again. So, yeah. Y'all ever notice how long it's always been winter on Power? They got the show
cold as hell. No, he's in New York though, but I mean,
Ghost ain't never seen a summer, man. Like what? Why is that?
Yeah, it's always cold. I mean, it is New York. I mean, yeah, it's always wintertime in Power for some reason. But yeah, I don't know.
warmest they got was fall.
Yeah, they always had coats on and leather coats,
Winter
and
jacket.
trench coats and everything, winter jackets, everything. I'm like, God damn, they ain't never got no. I ain't seen a nigga in a beater yet. Like this shit crazy. I know niggas.
Clean.
Yeah, I know niggas in New York be outside of beaters, man. It can't be. I know they in Manhattan.
Beater on, yeah.
It's always like freezing cold.
Yeah,
Always.
it's always cold, man. But
that subject came up based off of like this out. Like, so if it's always winter, let's say fall, winter, I'm gonna give them 2 seasons. How fast did all this stuff happen? Like, was this stuff like different weeks of that time period, or were we really going through some years through this, of what they was going through? Like, what was really going on? Like, this was like every day, like Monday, I shoot this dude in the garage of my club. Tuesday,
yeah,
it was locked up. Like,
yeah, you know, that's the only flaw that I ain't gonna say the only flaw, but the only thing I wish they would have explained a little better was the timeline, because Tariq got old as hell quick. and I know it, you know, natural progression, I mean, in life, but within the confines of the show, I'm like, y'all gotta kind of explain the timeline a little better to me, because this boy went from a little boy, mad, you know, sad because his dad was gone, and he asked his dad, could he, you know, get a Miami Heat jersey or something like that while he was in Miami. And here he is now. He got a Glock, and he's shooting ghosts and drinking lean and shit. Like, I'm like, damn, what's the timeline on this, man? He in college now. Like,
Yeah.
What's the timeline in this show, man? Because I think they need to explain that a little better next time. But I think it probably might have changed though. Somewhere between season 2 and 3. Like, I think that's where it kind of changed a little bit, because by then, you know, Ghost had been out the game for a minute. I think Lobos was still locked up. He'd been locked up, but it kind of shifted a little bit. It seemed like that might have been where some of the time had like moved up, because I see, you know, that was a scene where Angela and Ghost, you know, they kind of recreated that very first scene in Power when Ghost and Tasha was rolling up to the club. And in season 3, that's when Angela and Ghost roll up to the club, and it's kind of like hey, we the new, you know what I'm saying, couple now. You know what I'm saying? They kind of came together. I think that might have been somewhere the time difference was, but it's hard to really say. Like I said, Tariq got old quick, Randy got old. Yeah, it was a different Yaz. I'm like, God damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it was a different Yaz.
It was 3 different
Yaz's. I know it meant 3 different ones. It was 2 within book 1 though. And I'm trying to think, did she, was she different in season 2? I can't remember seeing her in season 2 though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know she was different in season 1 for sure. That's when she had choked on that giraffe or whatever that was he had got from that from that gift shop when he was messing with Angela ass. But yeah, it was a different. Yeah, I was like, damn, how you let that little girl choke on a gift that you got your side bitch? I was like, boy, you a dirty motherfucker.
You a dirty motherfucker.
Damn, you a dirty motherfucker. God damn. Woo.
So let me ask,
you know what
this
though? Oh, go
season.
ahead.
So it was one scene where somebody came in with a t-shirt, hoop shorts, and some hoop shoes, and that was Sean. And that's when Lala started being on his bird, that he lift up his shirt or whatever. So was he just hooping somewhere in that tower place? Like, that's because when I had came to Don about this. But these seasons ain't never changed, bro. Like, there was only one scene where I seen somebody in shorts and he was hooping. So I'm like, did he come from outside?
Yeah.
Or was it somewhere in the complex that had a hoop court?
You know, they be going to that what is that Basketball City, whatever that was. That was indoors though, so I don't know, man. You right though. That was the only scene where somebody had some shorts on though, man.
Ever. Yeah.
I
get the point. Like, I get that they trying to make it wintertime because it's more gritty. You know, just that vibe, that feeling. But I do agree with y'all that they do need to like be a little bit more specific on how this timeline came about, because that do make a lot of sense. Like, you know, from the time span between, you know, Lobos and Milan, are we talking a year or two, or are we talking 6 weeks? You know what I'm saying? How did all of that come about? Like, you know, because everything happened so fast, but then at the same time, it might have took its time. Like, it's hard to really say. You know what I'm saying? Hell, how long was Tommy locked up when Tommy had to go to jail? Like, was it a 1 day thing, a 2 day thing?
I think that was a 2-day thing. It might have been a 1 day thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was locked up, man. I don't think he was locked up long. I was like, I wish they explained the seasons and the time differences a little better, because like season 1 and 2 kind of ran together, and then season, like I said, I think it might have changed a little bit in season 3, but it seemed like season 1 and 2 ran together, and it wasn't really no explanation. It was cold the whole damn time. So
right.
Canaan shit. All you see is a whole bunch of coats and that shit.
You're right.
The bubble coat.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, I'm talking about bubble coat. You see the bubble coat with the fur on the hood?
Yeah. Boy. Took it all the way back.
Yeah, man. Took it back.
We got to see a summer in power. Huh?
I was gonna ask y'all. It was just something that just popped in my head when we were just talking about. One of my favorite scenes was in the whole book, and I don't know if you got to this scene yet, Joe. But it was when Dre, and this is actually when I started liking Dre again. When Dre rolled up to Ghost when he was at Raina's grave site, that was like, oh, this nigga ain't like this dude different. Like, to me, that's when I actually started liking him as a villain now. You know what I'm saying? Dre was always, you know, a Ghost disciple, but man, when he rolled up to him, that was just gangster to me. That was when Dre became like, okay, yeah, he officially an enemy now. Like, he was an enemy before this, but man, like when he rolled up to that grave site and how that Ghost, you know, how he talked to Ghost though, Ghost, he didn't know what to do. Like, he was pissed off. Like, you seen it in his eyes. Like, that was one of my favorite scenes, man. I was gonna ask y'all, you know, you ain't gotta give me your favorite. Like, it ain't gotta be the favorite. I know it's a lot of shit, you know, a lot of episodes, a lot of good scenes and stuff, but what were some of y'all favorite moments in the show? Like, just one particular scene that had you like, man, look at this. You know what I'm saying?
I got one right off rip. When Ghost saved Tommy from them motherfucking Chinese niggas.
Yeah.
Hard.
That's up there. Yeah.
That's up there.
That's up there. That's
I'm gonna pelt off. I would have been like, yeah, Tommy, it was me with your bitch ass. And
hey, mind you, and this kind of bring it back full circle to the question I had earlier, and it's kind of like, it's just something to debate. It's just some thought-provoking shit. Ghost friendship and the dynamic between Tommy and Ghost, because they was beefing at the time. They wasn't getting along, and he still came up and pulled up for him. Still came up and rolled on.
That was our point though. Like, that brother stuff, like, you know, we beefing, but that's my brother though. You ain't finna I ain't finna let him get clipped. You know what I'm saying? He found out about that, and he did what he had to do. He's not finna let his brother go down like that. And Tommy was the same way. If somebody kill you, it's gonna be me. It ain't gonna be nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I can slap you, I can kill you, we can fight, but can't nobody else do that. You know what I'm saying? That's me and you. That's our dynamic. So that kind of go back to that.
My favorite scene is also one of my scenes that kind of made me mad too, because I wish he had did something different. And it was, I don't know why I keep drawing the blank. It was with the that main guy. I want to call him Hernandez, but that ain't his name. Julio. When Julio got set up, that fight.
He was fighting them three.
That
was dope too.
That he had, like, once he put up his sleeves, like, so just three of y'all. he just rushed dude. Like,
Yeah.
like he attacked it like you supposed to, and then I just got mad because I know it's TV, but you ain't got time to talk shit, man. Go ahead and kill everybody so you get up out of there. Like,
Yeah.
had he just went ahead and beat dude when he got him on the ground, he would have never got caught in his Achilles where he couldn't stand no more. And then I got mad, like, because I watched it again this morning because it's like one of my favorite scenes. I'm like, dude, your Achilles is cut. Fight from your knee. Like, make dude come to you.
Yeah.
Because he got no gun, everybody got a knife, so he has to get close to you. So fight smart, but he kept trying to stand up. I was like, but it was a raw scene because I said, y'all ain't gonna respect Ghost. Okay. And it's just gonna be y'all three. I got you. Killed the one dude, the nail on the wall, bang. Like, come on, man. That was a live scene.
Julio
He
was real, man.
He was a soldier for real. Like,
I was Julio was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he definitely, man. Julio, man. That's R.I.P. That one hurt me. That was the first one that hurt me. Sean ain't even hurt me. I was like, man, whatever.
Fuck Sean.
And he deserved to die. Fuck Sean. Fuck
Yeah.
that nigga. Matter of fact, that goes to another one of my favorite scenes, man. When Sean had the gun on Ghost. Now when he had the gun on Ghost, he put up on Ghost with the gun, and Ghost took that gun from him. He said, "I got the fucking gun." Ghost took that gun quick. He said, "Nah, I got it, bitch. Nah, I got it." He got him a butt, nigga. He got him a butt, nigga.
Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, I should smoke your ass right now." Not only for whatever in the hell you got going on with my wife, but I'm like, whoo, bruh. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But then that scene piggyback because I like how Kanan dealt with him for real. Like,
yeah,
that's what I said.
Like the fact that like how smart they are about what they into. Like he looked at that gun like, this nigga ain't killed shit. Let me move this chest piece real quick.
Yeah. My favorite scene or scenes, actually, I would say anything and everything that had to do with Kanan, man. Every scene that Kanan was in, from that scene where they was in the pool hall with Q-Dubs, and he said, "Man, you know why the fuck they call you Q-Dubs? Because your mama used to fuck for quarters or something like that," and shot everybody in there, bro.
What he said, pull a nigga dick out the school for 25 cents, something like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Kanan was ruthless, bro. Every Kanan kill was my favorite scene, from Sean to Q-Dubs to Jukebox to the Tainos, bro. He was cold, bro. Oh, when he was going to his apartment, when them Tainos, when Dre tried to set him up, that was cold, bro. That was cold, bro.
Them niggas could fight, man. Like every one of them, like Ghost. Yeah. Ghost used to get it. You know, Ghost used to piss me off sometimes, but he couldn't really fight like that. Tommy fought.
He was getting his ass beat by Jason. Jason, bro, I thought Jason was going.
Jason whooping his ass. But Tommy could fight. He fought all them Russians. Kanan could fight. Julio. All them niggas could fight.
That Russian scene, you right.
Yeah.
He was holding on for a minute.
Yeah, he was holding his own.
And Milan. That was a cold saying too. When Milan came up to him and was like, "Tommy, you're giving up. You're giving up. Why do you want to die so badly? You have nothing to lose, and this is the biggest time to live." I was like, "Oh shit, that's off the chain, boy. Bro, that's some shit."
That was your Russian accent, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
it was fucking garbage.
You sound like you was in Amistad just then, man. That was African, man. That wasn't no Russian.
That's garbage, boy.
Us free. Yeah, man.
I tried, bro.
Yeah,
I tried.
That was definitely a good one too, man. For sure. Yeah, when Tommy was fighting on, he just, like I said, he just gave up though. He was holding his own for a minute. He gave up. And they let him beat his ass. So
yeah,
that was definitely a good one too.
Yeah.
Tommy, Ghost finally killed Charlie Murphy.
Oh,
well, he beat his ass too.
Like that.
That's what I meant by.
He was whooping Ghost ass. They didn't even look right.
He whooping Ghost ass. I'm like, come on, Ghost, you can't fight, bro.
But I mean, you ain't supposed to fight back to the police though. So I mean, I kind of get that scene.
He hit him first though, Ace.
Yeah.
He hit him first.
Chopped him in his neck.
Yeah, he chopped him in the neck quick though. I thought he was gonna get him after that, and then he got his ass on the ground and get his ass whooped. He had to grab a 40. He grabbed a 45, I think.
That's a crazy, terrible way to die. Yeah.
I wish it. I think Charlie Murphy like that. R.I.P. Charlie Murphy, man. Like he played that villain. He played that villain role good as fuck.
Bro, the words he said, yeah. What you think? You think your old lady go come and visit me at Dansbury? Shit, how that sound? They all call me daddy. Your kids and you. I was like, woo, bruh.
Yeah, that'll set anybody. Yeah, that'll set anybody off, man. Yeah, for sure. Anybody.
That's why I think he could have got back with Tasha because he had a lot of love for her.
He did.
Man, he killed Silver for smashing her in the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, another funny scene though was when Tasha thought she had Silver ass on lock and she went to that apartment and all his shit.
Hey, I got another one that had me dead, y'all. Remember when Kanan when Ghost finally got out of jail and Kanan had to drop on him and he mushed his head in the steering wheel, bro. I don't know why the fuck that shit was so funny to me.
Ghost used to get his ass whooped, man. That's like I don't know what it was, man. Like he lost every fight that he was in. Like he ended up beating Jason.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, come on, man. He caught Kanan on the technicality. He caught Jason on the technicality. Like I was like, come on, man. You always getting your ass beat.
That's who Ghost is. He's Rocky. 12 rounds, and then in the last 30 seconds, I'm gonna pull this shit off.
Get you.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
All right, now I got him.
Man,
Kanan technicality was weird, man. I never understood that from even from a show perspective, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on here to dog the show at all, man. I love the show, but it was just weird how he stabbed him, and he stabbed him in his side, and he just kind of was just like, oh. And then look, he started holding his neck and just keeled over. I'm like, all right, like it was just weird, man. Like, how exactly did he get Kanan? Y'all remember?
He hit him in his neck. He stabbed him just like that. I don't know if Kanan just dropped or what, but then he set the whole building on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know how these cats are bleeding out, but I know it's
fuck 50 in and get the fuck up out of there, man.
I almost think that he wanted to let him live, like give him another chance, like, you know what I'm saying? Because even with that, like he didn't ever put no gasoline on his body. That's what I'm saying. Like he stabbed him in a weird place. He put gas all around him and set it on fire, but he never put it on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just kind of left it.
Though, bro. You see his whole side.
Oh yeah.
Crispy as hell, man.
Yeah.
Man, crispy as a motherfucker on the right. Was that right, left side, whatever that is? But
he
still got burnt.
Was when after that, when Tommy came at Ghost, and then here comes Dre out the shadows with the pistol on Tommy.
Yeah, that was live. Yeah.
Season 2 definitely, man. Like that, to me, season 2 was the best season out of all of them. I mean, that was just like
for the Lobo season.
Yeah. To me, season 2, like you talk about action and what the hell gonna happen type stuff. Like that was season 2 was definitely the best one. If I had to rank them, I would say season 2 number 1. I might go season. I might say season 4 or 5. That's kind of tied to me. And really, I don't know what it is. I like court type of shows and movies and stuff. So season 4 kind of like that was pretty much court or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's between season 4 and 5. Well, that would be my second one. If you want to just put them, 4 and 5, that's fine. Put them second and third on my list. Season 6 will probably be 4th. Season 1 will probably be 5th, and then season 3 might be 6th in my eyes. Season 3 wasn't all that to me. It was good, but it just wasn't. Yeah. The Milan kind of saved it for me. Like when Milan finally came, that kind of saved it for me. But
he didn't get enough justice. He should have been around longer. It would have been nice to see Milan in the season 4 because we didn't get to see too much Milan. We seen a lot of Dean, and the fact that he that was just a cold play that he had his eyes on the organization and was able to do what he was able to do all the way up to the point where he was working for Ghost, and Ghost didn't even know, like, yeah, you got Milan right up under you. I wish that he would have stayed around a little bit longer.
Sure.
Yeah. Well,
I just thought of something real quick. I know we probably got to go in a minute, but do y'all think the way that Ghost had stuff set up and Tariq, that a lot of people in the world today go try to mimic their style? If you got Tariq was smart with trying to use the apps, but Ghost was using everyday people to run stuff and put money in their pockets where they was only supplying people that went on the street for real.
Right.
Think about it. They were supplying all business type people. So you think people gonna try to mimic that style? If it ain't,
I can see it.
Yeah, I was about to.
Already done it.
I feel like niggas gonna get the money whatever which way they can, bro.
Yeah, I could see like more people kind of copying that Ghost image though, like, you know, just trying to stay clean cut as possible and put your hands in a whole bunch of different stuff to make sure that you ain't really, like, you know, seen for you know, how you pretty much get your money. Yeah.
Y'all know, niggas get some money, they gonna want to flash that shit.
Yeah, I mean, even Ghost did it in a certain way.
They also come to it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking wearing a mink coat to the fucking Tyson fight in the front row, man. Oh my God.
Good Lord. Frank Lucas, man. What happened? What happened, man?
Yeah.
Great.
That mink coat set it off. Yeah. Even with Ghost though, really, I mean, you know, Ghost mink coat was true. When you think about it, like, I mean, everybody had their own way of flashing it. Like, for real, Ghost mink coat was true. It was just a different way. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like, you know, super duper like flashy where it was raising a whole bunch of eyebrows, but it was something to look at. I mean, when you say that, hell, that's kind of bold when you look at it. Like, you know, bro, you moving all of this weight and you trying to be a damn governor, club owner. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff that's going on.
You know, he's probably gonna get them clubs up once he became lieutenant governor. He'd be in Albany somewhere, and you know what I'm saying, the governor's mansion or wherever they live at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they eat. You know.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, it was good chopping it up with y'all. Always a pleasure. I can't wait for us to get back into it. We'll see y'all again, I guess, next Sunday. If not next Sunday, because I know next Sunday, Father's Day. We could talk about that later, but maybe the Sunday after that. But it's always a pleasure chopping it up with y'all, man. I guess we'll link back up again and keep it going, man. Appreciate it, fellas.
Talk about Drake with John. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be next time, man. You know, get some music in, talk about, you know, Drake and Jay-Z and all that stuff. So yeah, we do that. Yeah, but you know, happy Father's Day, you know, to everybody. We'll link up next week. Happy Father's Day. You know, we all fathers, so
Yes, sir.
you know, hey, you know, gotta celebrate each other, man. So, you know, happy Father's Day to y'all.
Most definitely.
Hey, bro. Hey.
Same to y'all.
Same.